It's time for books. So come up to Mum or Dad and let's rock and read. Today I'm going to be reading you The Big Blue Hullabaloo. And this is how it goes. Once upon a scented gum branch, there lived a koala named Annie. She was just like the other koalas that lived at the zoo. She had soft grey fur and a big black spoon-shaped nose. Each day, Annie would trapeze her way through the branches. "I'll be first to the highest leaf today," she would say with a smile. Then at the very top, she would bounce butterflies on the tip of her nose. But for Annie, the best part of the day was the photo time. "This is the perfect life for me," she said as she made the perfect pose. Then one particular morning, Annie woke up feeling rather tired. Instead of roasting her friends, she rubbed her eyes, scratched her belly, and went back to sleep. "Hey Annie, race you to the top," said Oscar. "Not today. I must have eaten too many gum leaves," Annie said. Keeper Carl held Annie in his arms. "Why have you stopped racing up trees?" He gently rubbed her belly. It was then he suddenly realised, "Oh, Annie, you're looking very blue. I'm taking you straight to the zoo hospital." And that is precisely when the Big Blue Hullabaloo began. Dr. Rosie was ready and waiting with her cockatoo white gown and silver stethoscope hanging around her neck. She held Annie in her arms. "This will only sting a little, but I need to find out what is making you blue," she said. It was then Keeper Carl noticed a single tear roll down Annie's grey fur. Dr. Rosie picked up Annie in her sleep sack. "Is it leukemia that's making you blue?" Annie's big blue eyes looked questioningly. It is when you have lots of white blood cells in your bone marrow that are not working properly," said Dr. Rosie. "They usually help your body fight disease, but today they're not doing their job." "Is there anything we can do?" asked Keeper Carl. "We will give Annie a special medicine, so sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I promise I'll do everything I can to make this big blue hullabaloo disappear." Then Annie's arms was attached to a box with flashing lights and beeping sounds. The medicine slowly dripped into her arm. "I don't like this big blue hullabaloo," she whispered. Day after day, the hullabaloo continued, and Annie would say, "Will I ever feel like my old self again?" Dr. Rosie was full of hope because she could see the medicine was working. But the leukemia was not the only thing to disappear. Annie's soft fur had begun to fall out. "I really don't like being a koala bear." Later that day, Keeper Carl came to visit. "I have a surprise for you." Then out of his pocket appeared the most beautiful knitted beanie. He placed it on Annie's head and said, "You may have lost all your fur, but I love you just the same." Yet, not even Carl's kind words could make Annie smile. Then he plastered photos of Oscar pulling funny faces all over the wall. Next, he made a mobile of dancing butterflies to tangle above Annie's bed. But Annie did not smile. All of a sudden, he knew just what to do. The next morning, Keeper Carl opened Annie's door, and standing next to him was a little girl with a knitted beanie on her head. "I would like you to meet Lottie. She's leukemia too and knows all about the Big Blue Hullabaloo." Keeper Carl gently placed Annie in her sleep sack and laid her in Lottie's arms. Their little eyes met, and without saying a word, they knew they would be friends forever. Annie squeezed her eyes shut tight and thought, "This is the perfect day for me." From then on, Lottie would visit Annie, and together they would chase the blues away. Lottie appeared at Annie's door. "Hey, I'm strong enough to take you for a walk today. Do you want me to introduce me to your friends?" When they finally reached the right spot, Lottie gently lifted Annie onto the gum tree branch. "Show me how you can reach the very top." Little Annie scampered up the branches and plucked the highest left leaf and popped it into her mouth. It's good to have you back, Annie," said Oscar. "It's just not the same here without you." Annie made her way back down the branch to Lottie and slipped back into her arms. "The Big Blue Hullabaloo is finally over," thought Annie with a smile. Lottie gently returned Annie to her tree branch and said, "It may be the end of the Big Blue Hullabaloo, but for our friendship, it's just the beginning." Well, thank you for joining me to read The Big Blue Hullabaloo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!